You will find out eventually. But there's definitely a character in this quest I am going to eat. Because cutie pie. Whoa! I'm in water. Okay, hold on. Wait, is this me? I'm gonna spit out my snack on accident. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I try to get the music to be, like, really loud during the starting scene. Doesn't work. Crap. Ah! My cursor's going everywhere except the game. Okay. Let me undeafen on. This. I'm gonna play. Oh, God. Okay. Oops. Can you tell I am incredibly prepared? Okay. I wish that Discord, the HSR music is pretty quiet. Yeah. I know. And it's like, I think I might actually have the music down. It's only down at 80. What do you mean? Upsetting. I turned it down because I couldn't hear what the characters were saying like a year ago during a quest. So that was why it was like that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. But what my mic doing? It's not one of my streams without some sort of technical difficulty happening right at the beginning or within the first several minutes. But that's really funny because this was the event zone and it dropped me into the water, apparently. Because the event ended. That's really funny. Anyway, we are in the wrong region. So, let's get on over to the correct region. Because we are finally going back to Mondstadt. Oh my gosh. And I can switch my party back. I think I had it with Miss Mams. Where you at? Why am I blind? Girl, what? There you are. I need to just level 90. Oh, that is right. We are going to be playing in Japanese today because more than half of the English cast is missing for this quest. I know that apparently Erica, Venti's voice actress, was able to finish recording her lines. I don't know if they're in yet, but that's only one voice actor that I know of. So we are just going to stick with the Japanese because I know that's fully voiced and because the Japanese has some great voices. So, let's. I want to make a team of characters that. What the? Oh, right. I wanted to do a DPS Mizuki team. This is actually going to be difficult. I don't think I have a Mondstadt main DPS. Let's see. I think I can edit this team to work because we can keep Venti in there. But as you can see, like I have Albedo, but I don't play Albedo. Wow, I just straight up don't play Mondstadt DPS. That's crazy. Now I'm trying to think of a character that's been to Mondstadt before, but I think I don't have those characters. We could do Jean. Oh, it's technically for Mondstadt, but my Diluc, my sad little Mondstadt DPS is unleveled because I got Linny before I got him. So, I guess we'll have to suffer. Yeah, no, I can't think of a team I can make. I could do one that's mostly Mondstadt characters, but I don't even think that I have that. I am incredibly indecisive. Might just do this, honestly. Whoa! I forgot her Japanese voice is lovely. And she is missing health, so let's go, the original Statue of the Seven. Oh, I have not logged on since it switched to... This just makes me upset. Because on my EU account, I play only male characters. And I try to... Or I wanted Ayato, Ito, and Kazuha on that account. Because I want a little more variety from my account. Like, I'm not allowed to pull Nuvolette on there. I obviously can't play Navia because she's a female character. But, yeah, my choices are very limited, and now 3 of them are on a banner that is an absolute pain in the butt to get characters on. So, I'm just going to have to suffer, I suppose. Let's see. Let me see if I can get my volume up a bit on Genshin. I'm gonna put it to 40 and see if I can handle that. Probably won't be able to. But I can always turn my actual headset down instead of the game. But, yeah. I think this is just what we're going to have to do team-wise. It should be a fun team still. It's fine. And it's not like... Oh. I was told that you had to enter a portal to get to this quest. That's not ominous at all. Well. Oh, okay. I see. About to enter story mode. Continue. Yippee! Woo! That's so cute! Oh my gosh. Catherine. Okay. We go. Off on an adventure. Hello, Catherine. But what? Oh, okay. There's like
はあ、せっかくのウィンドブルーム祭なのに、私ってば。
無理して元気を出そうとしなくてもいいよ。ほら、誰しも落ち込むことくらいあるだろ。そうだ、気晴らしに今夜街を散歩でもしないか。
星を？でも星拾いの崖は夜になるといつも誰かが陣取ってるじゃない。あなたも知ってるでしょ？
you could always do it before the sun goes down.
なんだか気分が落ち着かないの。また今度ね。あれ？ベアトリーチェのやつ、珍しく元気ないみたいだな。いつもだったらクイーンと口喧嘩したりおしゃべりしたりしてるのに。
どこに行くんだ？家まで送ろうか。
大丈夫。ちょっと一人になりたいの。それにこの後ちょっと用事もあるし。クイーン、実は少し前に。
どうしたんだ？
いや、やっぱりいい。なんでもないわ。クイーン、私たちしばらく会わない方がいいと思う。
What is happening?
え？ちょっと待てよ。それって絶好ってことか？俺は君の一番の親友なんだろ？
Oh, oof. Did she just get friend zoned?
ベアトリーチェのやつ、クイーンを見向きもせず走ってたぞ。
One of Mondstadt's best love friendship stories is over. I can't believe it.
さっきキャサリンが言ってた変わった点って、まさかこのことか？その一つと言うべきでしょう。ベアトリーチェさんはもう何日も憂鬱そうにされていますが、彼女だけでなく。
栄養騎士さんとパイモンさん。
Hello.
どうしたんだ？元気ないみたいだけど。
It is a lot more dramatic in Japanese. I really like the Japanese voice acting. I think the one character that I don't particularly like his Japanese voice is Nicolette, which is very tough for me considering he's my favorite character. But I remember the first time I heard it and I was like, no, this is not my Nicolette. No, sir. And then later I found out that it was Rollo Flama's voice actor from Twisted Wonderland, and I do not like Rollo one bit. He freaks me out. So that was probably a contributing factor. That's not my hot water dragon. No, it's not. Cause he Ray Chase manages to make him sound very mature and like he's been around a long time, but he's also still very sweet. And the Japanese voice actor, in my opinion, sounds way too young, or does a voice that sounds way too young to fit Nicolette. This is my personal opinion, obviously. I'm sure I know a lot of people like his Japanese voice. But personally, it is not for me. And that is very painful to say, considering he is so high on my tier list of favorite characters, if not the highest.
その何度の衛兵としてこんなにへこんでいてはいけないと分かっているのですが、
Yeah.
最近どうもメンタル面が落ち込んでいて集中力も続かないんです。時々夜中に目を覚まして家の外に立っていることがあります。いつの間にか無遊している
Well,
み
that's
たいで。
creepy.
医者に見てもらった方がいいぞ。
おっしゃる通りです。病院には行きましたが、診断によれば体は極めて健康とのことでした。
Strange.
祈祷牧師のバーバラさんのところも訪ねてみましたが、やはり医者と同じ結論でした。ですが、バーバラさんは親切にも僕のために祈祷をしてくださって、バルバトス様が必ず助けてくれるともおっしゃってくれました。
Barbados would just tell you to get a drink. Well, that's what he would tell you.
僕が 見てはいけないものを見てしまったからなのでしょうか。
Did you see something you weren't meant to see?
すみません。今はウィンドブルーム祭ですし、自分で何とかします。では、パトロールに戻るので、僕はこれで。
Okay.
まさかこの時期って睡眠不足になりやすいのかな。はあ、どんなさんもどうやら。はあ、魅力的な男性ってどこにいるのかしら。
That is a line. Where can I find a truly interesting or fascinating man? That's so funny.
あれ、確かドンナってディルクの旦那一筋だったよな。ええ、私もそう思っていましたが、どうやら気持ちが変わったようです。
Dang. Delik, you missed your chance.
あら、
Oh
あ
no.
そこにいるのは騎兵隊長のガイアさん。
Oh no.
おかしいわ。今思えばガイアさんこそ私の理想にふさわしいのに、どうしてこれまで全く何も感じなかったのかしら。
He's so different from Diluc, but apparently he's never done. That's really funny. Oh my gosh.
そう言ってもらえて嬉しい限りだ。ただそれが俺に聞こえてし
Wow.
まうのはちょっとどうだろうか。
See, Kaya's Japanese voice, on the other hand, I really like. But
ごめんなさい。私ったら。ガイアさん、今のはどうか聞かなかったことに。ウィンドブルーム祭楽しんでください。
valid reaction.
もちろん可愛いお嬢さん。でもディルックに興味がなくなった理由を聞かせてもらえるか。
Did
確
what?
か俺の知る限り
Sir.
では
You cannot include my dear in that sentence.
おお、よくぞ聞いてくれたぞ。そんなことまでご存知なのですね。はあ、実は最近ディルック様がモンド城に来ていたのですが、なんだか以前のような胸の高鳴りを全く感じられなかったのです。あれはまさに好きでもない男性と結婚して何年か経った
Wow,
時にや
that
って
is
くる
not the same
急
girl.
激な後悔のような。あ、これはただの例えですよ。
But
なん
like
かごめんなさい。
genuinely not the same.
とにかく先ほどのガイアさんの方が魅力的なことに気づいたんです。けどガイアさんがこれまでと何か変わったというわけではありません。言葉にするのが難しいのですが、ただ。
ああ、わかったよ。お前さんに多少なりとも胸の
Wow.
高鳴りを送れたのなら光栄だ。おっと、すまないが
Such
用
a
事があるんで、俺
stinker.
はこれで失礼する。
My gosh.
ガイアのやつこっちに来たぞ。オイラたちのことに気づいてたみたいだな。
気づいてたというのは違うな。俺は花からお前たちを探しに来てたんだ。旅人、パイモン、近頃はどうだ？
All good. How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of Favonius?
それについては、ちょっと場所を変えて話したい。いいかな、キャサリンさん。
I like this shot that shows the keyhole, reminding us that some secrets there.
ええ、もちろんです。私のことはお気になさらず。オイラたちに用事でもあるのか？
Why would you make her leave her post?
お前たちが
We could have walked somewhere else.
ジンに迎えに行くよう言われたんだ。詳しいことは執務室で話そう。
Okay. Okay. I do want to look something up. Hold on. Because Oops. I knew it at one point. But I forgot it. So, let's look up The definition of paralogism. That's right. An unintentionally misleading argument. Interesting. Okay. Why is there no... There we go. That was weird.
静まれせい
I could have just teleported, but you know, I like walking through Mondstadt and the music's a bop, so. Ah, okay.
煙のように舞い上がれ
I'm coming. Oh, hi, Eula.
それに君たちも
ああ、二人を連れてきたぜ。
Oh, hello. I just got to the Knights of Favonius headquarters.
Nice.
Kaya,
Hanging out.
really out
Kaya.
here. I cannot believe he said the thing he said. He said, my dear. That's so rude to that poor girl. Probably just reveling in the fact that a woman who liked his brother likes him now.
よかったこんな時だし君たちがいてくれたら助かるわ騎士団本部にこんなに人がいるなんて
And then we were talking about the different Japanese voices earlier and how I do not care for Nouvelette's Japanese voice.
Oh, yeah, no, me either. I don't like it.
栄誉騎士にパイモン。お目にかか
I
れて
actually
光栄だ。
started playing the game
まずは自己紹介だな。
in Japanese initially.
Oh, yeah. I remember back when
So
the
it-
game launched, I went through
Mhm.
every single language and I settled on Korean because there were two reasons. Paimon's voice was the least high pitched, and Razor had a deeper voice, which I loved it for him, and I mained him at the time. And then when I came back to the game after I took a significant period of time not playing, I had heard a bunch of actors from Demon Slayer and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and all those things were in it in the English. And so I was like, all right, I gotta play in English now. And so that's why I play in English most of the time now. I do like the other voices still, though. So that's
Very
nice for when there's a bunch of voices missing.
第二小隊隊長のノット。第三小隊隊長の
One reason
スカー
I
ロン。第四小
switched
隊
to
隊長
English,
の
probably
エ
the
ル
main
リは
reason actually,
それ
was
と
that
俺
they were saying
第九小
all
隊
of
隊
their,
長
you know,
の
like
ガイア
battle
だ。
lines in combat. And I realized one day, I was like, you know, I don't know what they're saying because there's no
Yeah.
subtitles
Yup.
when that's going on. And I was like,
I
you
wish there
know,
were
it might be
subtitles
nice.
for that. Because
Yeah.
it's so sad
Yeah.
not hearing it.
Yep.
全員隊長
And it was just all the things that there were no subtitles for that I was like, you know what, I'm missing out on all of
Mhm.
these things that I don't understand. So I probably should just play English.
Yeah.
はい。ジン団長が
I
中
did
で
like
あな
some
た
of
たちを
the
待っていま
voices.
す。
I just
Oh, for
直
sure.
接ご説明してくださるかと。
Iran.
ジン団
Jane.
長旅人パイモンわざわざ来てもらってす
my
まない
first 5-star.
Same. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside.
ああ彼らは皆隊長たちだ君たちの知り合いもいれば初対面の人もいるだろう
The other two captains look exactly the same.
近頃モンド城でちょっとしたトラブルがあってなその対処のために招集をかけたこれから私は
騎士団の各隊長たちと裁判に出る。
裁判に？オイラたちがいるのってモンドでフォンテーヌじゃないよな。
Other countries still have trials, Paimon.
ああ、ここは間違いなくモンドだ。けど、その反応も仕方ない。君たちはこういった状況に立ち会ったことがないだろうからな。モンドでは治安に関する事件の大部分をセピロス騎士団が審理する。だが、一部の重大事件の場合、セピロス教会とセ
And
ピ
then
ロ
if
ス騎
anyone
士団
gets
が
too out
共
of
同で
hands,
審理
if
し、
he just takes
互
them
いに
out in
監
the
督し合う
shadows,
ことで
Yep.
you
公
know,
正さを保つんだ。
Yep.
why you don't have to worry about it too much.
Kaz is Callie, by the way, Oceans.
Yes.
バルバトス様が見届ける中、セピロス騎士団は正義と騎士道精神を貫き、
I think maybe you already knew that, but just in case.
風が届く隅々までもたらす。
I probably should look into changing my Twitch name at some point. I don't know how easy that is to do.
I don't think it's that hard. I think I've changed mine multiple times. Dang. Oh, is it because an ad break hasn't run yet? All my snoozes are gone.
Oh, I see one more in there.
I see 0. I was just like, I looked up and I noticed that there was no snooze button. Interesting. That's fine.
そして今回の事件は後者の共同裁判を必要とするケースだ。
かなり深刻そうだな。じゃあオイラたちを呼んだのはその協力を頼むためか？
I do like how they explain that they have both the
Mm-hmm.
church and knights like involved with the trial. To keep
Yeah.
it fair.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it does. Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now. There was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
あ、そういえばそうだな。アルベドを見かけなかったぞ。調査小隊の隊長ってアルベドのはずだけど。
Thank you, Chill. Still have some tweaks to
Thank
make,
you.
but I like it as well.
鋭いな。そう。だからこそ二人を
I
呼んだ
didn't
ん
even
だ。
remember that Albedo was captain of the investigation team. But I guess forensics, so it makes sense.
私たちは今回の裁判で真相を究明し、セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長のアルベドに公正な判決を下すことになる。
アルベドに？何をしたんだ？
Dot, dot, dot.
ジン、そろそろ時間だ。
Are we just gonna go straight into the trial? That's wild.
わかった。旅人、パイモン、ついてきてくれ。
That's wild.
But it's fine, he can eat him sooner.
Oh! That's an ice symbol. Interesting.
どこか席を見つけて座ってくれ。私は向こうに行く。
Remember when we show up in Mondstadt, it seems
Yeah.
like it's typically Kaya who finds us and pulls us into things.
This is very true, which means it's either going to be again whenever we get to his stuff with Conria, or he's gonna for some reason not be the one. Like he goes missing or something. We have to go find him.
Ooh.
That's my guess. But you know, that's like years in the future, so I could
Yeah.
be very wrong.
あまり心配しなくて大丈夫だ。
The trial will be fair. I mean, yeah. Should I call the dragon that I know that's actually presides over justice in?
人は揃ったようだな。では、
Maybe I should have just brought a bunch of Fontanians to this, considering it is a trial. I was trying to make a Mondstadt team, and I realized I don't have a lot of Mondstadt characters built.
cute emotes. Hold on. Very cute, very cute.
セピロス騎士団団長ファルカがモンドを離れているため、本裁判は代理で私ジン・グンヒルドが執り行う。また裁判員はセピロス教会の女祭ダリア氏が担当する。我々二人がそれぞれセピロス騎士団とセピロス教会を代表して
The delay for me, I forgot.
I'm fine.
ない人だな。
Look at him.
No!
バーバラとロサリアの
I will not chill. That's Chill's job.
本件の被告人セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
I did a scrim. The scrim I scrumped. What do you mean you were talking to Chill? What did he do? Like how the line on the screen right now is Albedo, what did you do?
この事件は一部機密性の高い事項が含まれる。
Oh!
なおかつ被害者がモンドのものであるかは確認が取れていない。
That's so confusing.
本裁判は非公開にて行うことです。
I thought it was because I screamed. Because I saw my mic pick up when I did scream. But, yeah. The identities of the victims are still unknown? Strange.
仮に犯行の事実が認められた場合、最終判決を下した後に
I'm used to you screaming in VC. Yeah, but you had asked earlier who I wanted to nom. And then I screamed when someone was shown on screen.
続いては
I'm essentially putting the answer in your lap.
口頭陳述に移る。
She's been waiting for this character for a while.
A really long time! So long! I've been waiting on him from before Fontaine started. It's him, my pirate husband.
Kaya is great.
He is.
5-star version. Genshin.
Please.
Remembered. We need
Please,
a
Wen,
5-star
give.
version later.
Give me. I give money. Come, please.
始めましょう。それでは
He's a decent 4-star too, actually.
Mm-hmm.
One of the better free 4-stars.
Yeah. I think I have him C2 on this account. Wish I had him C2 on my other account, but...
A little smidge in what I have been at.
Mm. Paimon, shush. And it's real Beto because we see the star on his neck. At least right now. I bet you in a ton of the shots, they're not going to let you see the front of his neck, so you won't be able to tell.
It's real Alfredo.
Real Alfredo, yes. Dude, I made some, like, almost Alfredo sauce the other day with cream cheese, and it's so good. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have some after stream. On noodles and chicken. Oh. No wonder she's messed up. She saw murder. Beatrice. So is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier? Why would you have the witness stand next to the defendant? That's so dangerous. That's incredibly dangerous. He's not cuffed or anything. He could, if you really thought he was a murderer or any defendant, he could totally attack her right now. They're so close to each other. I get that you guys don't do trials very often, but like, come on.
Then again, for most vision holders, they probably don't have to be that close to kill somebody.
Exactly. You would think they would take their vision? Why does he still have his vision? Actually, that makes a really good point. There should be no visions in the courtroom, honestly. Or like put them in some box near the everyone or something. Because I don't know how quickly having your vision taken away takes away your memories and stuff, but...
I'm just envisioning Albedo putting a flower under her foot and then slamming her up against the ceiling.
袋を開けるのが見えたわ。そこには死体が一つあって。アルベドさんは元素を扱えるから地面を掘るのも簡単なんだと思う。
Yeah, but she saw him from behind. She didn't see his neck. They did that. They did that on purpose. I was about to say something violent. Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't. No, this is Professor Lee. But yeah, she saw him from behind. So showing us the star seems like a diversion of some sort. Though I know it is possible that Albedo could, because we were told that if he ever did anything to harm Mondstadt, that he wanted us to stop him. So.
11日前の夜、君はどこにいただろうか。
騎士団2階の自分の執務室で仕事。
Oh, he's got a nice voice in Japanese too.
ああ、10日前、被告人は騎士団に雪山地域の環境調査に関する最新の報告書を提出している。その文字数から見ても、前日までかなりの時間を費やしていたと見られるな。
被告人がその夜、執務室で書類を作成していたことを証明できる者はい
ないな。
でしたら、報告書の文字数を被告人のアリバイとして使うことはできません。
Who's supposed to be at that third desk? There's 3 desks.
雲行きが怪しいですね。
Look at that face. Look at him. I need to, hold on. I'm gonna send you a screenshot of it and then I'm going to zoom in on it. Because... that's not big enough.
Funny that his hat makes him look like he has cat ears and he's allergic to cats. I know he's not a cat, but still.
Look at him. He's so squishy. I love him. Yes, yes, I want to eat this character. This is the character I want to eat. It's just a little marshmallow, just pop.
仮に被告人が犯行に及んだ後、殺害した相手を遺棄したのであれば、その現場には必ず死体があるはずだ。では、教会と騎士団の合同調査の結果は、死体は見つかったのか？
いいえ。
Then do that? Why would you not check?
つまり、ベアトリーチェさんが行った場所を掘ったが死体は見つからなかったと。こいつはおかしい。
I mean, okay, I will. This what I'm about to say would not be good for Albedo's case, but to be fair, he is an alchemist, and he could forcibly decay a body in dirt to make it disappear. So, just saying. Or not decay, but like disperse a body. Speaking of alchemy, last night I found out, and today I started reading the Full Metal Alchemist graphic novel that's on Webtoon now. That made me so excited because I keep saying that I want to rewatch it, and I'm like, now I can read it!
私が言ったのは全て事実なの。私が証言したらモンドのみんなの安全を守れるって言ってたじゃない。
FMA mention
じゃなきゃ私こんなところに立つ勇気なんてないのに。
ええ、合同調査チームも何も成果がなかったわけではありません。事件現場の近くの茂みに小さな布切れと男物の靴が片方だけ見つかりました。どちらも証拠品となります。
Remember, kids, don't be like Edward. Drink your milk. I still think it's really funny that the author grew up on a dairy farm. There's references to milk, I think, in multiple of her works.
もし犯罪が行われていなかったとしたら、どうして目撃現場の近くに偶然このような奇妙なものが落ちていたのでしょう。
Yeah.
そういえば被害者の身元はまだ判明していないんだったな。
それもおかしな点の一つです。今回の件に通報者はいませんが、ベアトリーチェさんは被告人に何の恨みも抱いておらず、偽証する必要性もありません。よって事件は実際に起きたと見るのが自然でしょう。
被告人、これに対して
Look how short he is! His feet aren't touching the ground! That's so disrespectful. I say as my feet also don't touch the ground. Like if I move them off of my like footrest thing, special footrest thing I have, they're not touching the ground. I love when making FMA she didn't know anything about alchemy, yet he became one of the coolest magic systems in manga. Yeah. She really... I find it hard to believe she didn't know anything about it, considering she got a lot of the symbols and stuff correct. And the lore behind it. She just took it her own way, which is, I mean, pretty common in fantasy media. But she might not have known everything, but she had to have known a bit.
ヘルターさん、君が信じるか否かにかかわらず、僕は人を殺してない。セピロス騎士団の調査小隊隊長として、僕の責務はモンドと住民の皆を守ること。もし僕が人を殺したのなら、その動機は？そして死体は一体どこに？
確かに被告人の言う通り、動機は非常に重要です。しかし率直に言わせてもらいますと、世の中には計画的な犯行のみならず、予期せぬ衝突もあるもの。
Burn Alfredo in the pan so that the sauce will be complete with the chicken.
私たちも布切れ1枚と靴1つだけでここに立ってあなたの罪を問うなんてことはしません。続いてアルベドさんの犯した2つ目の事件についてお話ししましょう。
1つだけじゃなかったのか？
ああ、説明を頼む。
7日前の未明、ドラゴンスパインと暁ワイナリーの中間地点で被告人が成人男性の死体を処理しているところを目撃した人がいました。では2人目の証人をお呼びします。
なんで？
ディルク・ラグビンドさん。
Oh. Oh boy.
お前が見たものを話してくれ。
深夜3時40分頃、アルベドが崖の下で死体を処理しているのを見た。空は暗かったが、 岩元素の力で辺りを
All of
照らしてい
these
た
people are seeing him from behind. They can't see his neck. These flashbacks are lying to us.
僕が見た様子から考えるに
Unless they aren't, which is possible, but I currently think that they're lying to us.
痩せ型年齢は判断できない。アルベドはその人物を崖の下に埋めた後、土を鳴らしてその痕跡を消した。
Daddy, hi. I mean, what? Sorry. Not with that alien looking face. Maybe in the 2D art, but I cannot bring myself to find this model of him attractive, personally.
I just look at it and I see the 2D art. I am biased.
I am biased and blind.
Also, he looks better. It's still not. It still doesn't fix his face, but he looks better in his newer outfit.
He does. The hair difference does help, but his eyes need to be moved up and made a little bit smaller. That's the main issue.
Yes.
Listen, I can take D-Luke in a fight drinking contest. I mean, considering he doesn't drink, maybe? I don't know, but...
Probably because he doesn't drink.
そんな時間帯に散歩する人なんて普通はいないと思うが。
Kaya, this is not about D-Luke's wanderings in the middle of the night, okay?
You know he takes every opportunity.
Such a freaking stinker.
そのあたりを散歩しててもおかしくはない。
Well, who said alcohol? I meant wine. Duh. What? Wine is alcohol. Do you mean grape juice? Because wine is alcohol.
そうでなければこの事件も目撃できなかった。
Okay. Apologies, it doesn't make sense to me.
モンドでも名高いディルックの旦那のことだ。確かにアルベドを陥れる理由はない。だが、それでも避けて通れない問題があるだろう。死体はどこにあるんだ?
No, I appreciate you. I just didn't understand the joke.
We're glad you're here, Oceans.
Yeah. You always make the chat very entertaining. I'm gonna make the excuse that I was at the DMV for like 3 hours today, so my brain's fried. Is that a box with a body in it?
それは
おそらく人間の歯と大腿骨だ。どうして死体を埋めてすぐ掘り返したというこれしか見つからなかったのかを聞きたいだろうが。それは
Okay. How's the surgery stuff going, by the way? Any updates? Well, tomorrow is the consultation, so I won't know anything new until tomorrow, and then we will find out what is going on. But I'm assuming it's gonna be mostly the same as what I already know. It's just gonna be like, oh, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Like that kind of stuff, and then letting them know if I'm like my speculations of being allergic to certain pain meds, etc. Just kind of basic stuff. Basic but important. What I was gonna say though, this made me think, and it could be because I know things, because the internet can't keep a secret. But I will say that it's because of the summer quest. We did know that there was a possibility that something with Durin's corpse was going to be happening. Since all of these people only saw Albedo from behind, we can speculate that Suspedo was actually the one killing and burying people. I think it's possible that Suspedo is trying to feed Durin's corpse through the ground by burying bodies, which is so dark, but I kind of love it. I don't know if that's actually happening, but if it's not, my D&D players should watch out, because I might use that idea for something. Genuinely never understood how that works. Never had surgery and been admitted to a hospital, but I wish and pray for the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't worry, I don't understand either, and I've never had surgery before. So I did a little bit of research into the different surgeries, but we shall see, I guess. I bet it was Alfredo Prime. Is that what Suspedo's actual name is? Is Albedo Prime? Is that what it is? I've always just seen him referred to as Suspedo. I think there's another Albedo as well. I think there's 3 total.
I don't know. I didn't play through that event. I've seen it.
Same. I've watched most of it, but it was a really long time ago. So I can't. I probably should have rewatched some of that stuff before doing this quest, because then I maybe would have noticed stuff, but... Wow. Unless yare yare is used for careful now as well. That's really funny that he said that, because that's good grief. Like, it's a similar expression to good grief. Because, the Kujos, Jotaro Kujo and Jolene Kujo, both say, yare yare daze. Okay.
My father is home.
I forgot to mute when I was saying okay, but I figured I should explain why.
それは死体がすでに腐敗し、骨しか残っていなかったことを意味します。被告人が優秀な錬金術師である。
See, I was right. Alchemy can accelerate the rate of decomposition.
金色の元素の光はおそらく錬金術によるものでしょう。その光で被告人は死体を処理しましたが、同時に闇の中で目撃者が真実を見届けるための明かりとなった。
なるほど。錬金術師である僕なら犯人像に当てはまると。
確かに筋は通っているな。だがこちらにも証人はいる。事件の前日、アルベドはその学生のスクロースと図書館で長時間の議論を。
Oh, please don't use Sucrose against him by saying like, oh yeah, but she could make things up because she's like really close with him and stuff.
なぜそんなに長時間の議論を?
Yeah, I did the discussion last so long. Just saying.
その日はスクロースの課題の提出日だったんだ。スクロースは細かいデータとにらめっこしていて、翌日まで研究を続けていた。その場にはアルベドもいた。
I love Albicros.
本当だよ。
They're so cute.
図書館にいたから、アルベド先生のアリバイを証言できる。
スクロースさんが図書館にいた間、
I still really want to know what kind of animal she's supposed to be. She has the same ears as Yaimiko, which would suggest a fox of some sort. But we have no other indicators really.
でも、証人だって理由もなく彼の犯行を証言しないでしょう。そもそも、スクロースさん。
Oh no, Wind Woman.
事件があった翌日の昼までずっと起きていたのでしょうか。ぜひとも正直にお答えいただきたいですね。これはモンドに住む多くの人々の
Don't be mean to her.
犯罪者を野放しにすれば、モンドの全住民に対する責任を放棄したも同然となります。
I love when their mouth doesn't move, but the words are still coming out. Yeah, because in this game, the mouth animations line up with the Chinese only. So if you play in any other language, it will not line up. Meanwhile, in Star Rail, they actually reanimate the mouths, or they have a special program that filters based on, or filters the keyframes based on what's coming through the microphone of the actor. So it actually lines up most of the time. My brain will be fried if I play this in Chinese. I mean, I could. I've done quests in Chinese before. I played Lantern Rite in Chinese. And I might actually play, because I'm replaying Liyue right now in my other account. I might play through that in Chinese just to get the experience. Aww. But how would he have gotten all the way to the edge of the mountain and back? Chinese, South American, and Middle Eastern accents. Languages fry my brain the most. They do, I think, to English speakers, like native English speakers specifically, those are some of the most... I don't know about South American, because that's like Spanish, Portuguese, and a couple of other like Latin-based languages. Those ones don't bother me as much. Not bother me, but like those ones don't fry my brain as much. Chinese sometimes is really difficult for me. But overall, I think it's a very pretty language, and some words I do know. Middle Eastern, I can't pick words out. And I think a lot of the time when people have a hard time listening to certain languages is because they can't pick out individual words. Like, it just sounds like a string. Which technically, when you do speak, you are speaking in a string with no spaces until you get to the end of a sentence. But that's not how it's written, obviously. But because we know the words, we can pick out the individual words. So I think a lot of times when, as you say, our brains feel fried by listening to a certain language, it's because we can't pick out individual words, and that bothers our brains.
それなら被告人のアリバイは成立しないことになる。その点は君も分かっているな。
あ、それとただ言葉で容疑を否認し続けても信用が得られないことも分かっている。そこでこちらからも質問させてほしい。まだそちら側にも解決できていない問題があったはずだ。
決定的な物証はないけど、二人の目撃者の証言も偶然では片付けられない。謎は深まるばかりですね。
Ah! Look at his little eyelashes on his bottom lashes.
Oh, I love the way, I just noticed, like, the way that his eyes are drawn. I really like that. Like, he's got a thick lower lid line and then eyelashes. I love this character so much.
少々お待ちを。こちら調査チームによって押収したアルベドさんの書簡記録です。この中から重要な部分を読み上げます。
That is...
あの手紙、本当にアルベド先生が書いたものみたい。嫌な予感がする。
人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度もない。というより、ドラゴンスパインの奥に踏み入ったことで、生命という言葉の解釈はさらに進み、今やそれは誕生に変わった。
Framed chicken Alfredo.
人の誕生の秘密は往々にして死と結びついている。そして死は神聖に最も適した素材だろう。そのためには腐敗と精錬を行う必要がある。
腐敗精錬。
その手紙に書いてあるのは錬金術についてでしょうか？
He still has bat wings on it. Oh my gosh. I knew he had little ones here, but he has bat wings on his hat. Ah! I love him so much. My gosh. He's so cute. I just want to eat him.
手紙の最後にはこんな言葉もあります。検証開始。ドラゴンスパインの北西、モンド城正門の南東、いずれのエリアも実験完了。集まったデータは予想値の範囲内。君が試みたように、僕も想像の道を貫く。
I don't like that the symbol on the floor and on the ceiling look like the cryo symbol.
その手紙の筆跡が被告人アルベドのもので間違いないことは調査チームも確認済みだろう。そしてその内容も腐敗と精錬について言及されている。
はい。手紙に書かれた場所も犯行現場と完全に一致しています。これが彼の直筆であることこそ最も有力な証拠となるでしょう。
Yeah, but they're kind of... I don't know if they're really taken in context. I do understand how you could get to that conclusion that they were referring to this crime, but... I guess it does establish motive or an idea of a motive if he did commit the crime. After his display of saying that the truth is paramount, I don't think he did it at least while he was conscious of doing it. And I mean, obviously they probably wouldn't be able to sell that he did it on purpose. But I don't know. He's definitely not lying. I don't know, an Alfredo hybrid dish would be pretty nice. Oh goodness. Is that how he is to pay for his crimes?
誰かを有罪とすべきではないと思ってたんですけどね。それこそが原則に基づいた人道的なやり方なので。ですが、残る調査項目は被害者の具体的な身元と錬金術の詳細しかなさそうです。
ああ、私も同意見だ。確かな証拠が揃ったため、本件は立証された。モンドの法律
No jury, nothing. Just, that makes sense. You're guilty. Just because it makes sense doesn't mean that it is conclusive, in my opinion. But the people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo would commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless at this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover. Albedo told me his secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what? Following in Rheindatter's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation? That would only make him more suspicious.
改定した時からずっといたわ。君たちへの伝言も頼まれていたからちょうどいい。
For us?
そう。星拾いの崖に行って、 その人はそこで待ってる。
Venti.
その人って
Who else?
着いたらわかる。さあ、早く行きなさい。
His drinking companion told us.
Yeah, and he was also not present in the courtroom.
What are you getting teleported?
I hope it lets me change my... Oh, the current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over and review those experiences? Okay. Shadows Amid Snowstorms review. You and Paimon went to Dragonspine to ask Albedo, who was conducting research there, some questions about alchemy, only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange, soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced. The ransacking and theft of alchemical notes at the campsite. Albedo disappearing after a chat outside a cave but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, Eula encountered Albedo elsewhere on the mountain, attempting to lead a child away, and he attacked Eula upon being discovered. You were able to confirm the presence of a mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. A running battle ensued, ambushing and being ambushed, hunting and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant Whopper Flower posing as him. Yet there were more than 2 people wearing that face on the mountain. Yeah, I was right. There's more than 2. I'm gonna hop off for now. Hope the rest of the stream goes well. God bless. Thank you so much, Oceans. I hope you have a good rest of your night.
Bye.
God bless. Okay. Also, I just remembered I can do a Mondstadt team. I need to figure out what team to replace really quick. Do I wanna... I don't really... That's so sad to say that I don't really use this team, because I used to love this team. But I have figured out a team it is actually a team I used to play. The characters are not built, but I'm trying to remember the exact set. Was it this? I think it was this. Oof, 2 of these characters are level 60. Was it that though? Or was there... I think there was someone else in Fischl's spot. It might be Barbara, but I don't really want to use Barbara. Just look through everyone really quick just to be sure. Yeah, no. I think... Oh! I know I used her for a bit, but she's level 40. But this is a Mondstadt team. So we'll just do that, and we'll deploy that, and we will play my classics. I don't... Oh, I do have the correct weapon. Okay. I'm just gonna go through all the characters and do this. That's gross. Why? Recommendations. Oh, because I don't have extra noblesse stuff. I mean, at the very least, I could... Isn't one EM, though? I don't have extra milliliths either. I feel like the setup it gave is just kind of weird, though. Like, I don't like that it did... Oh, I don't use Shenhe, so... There's gotta be better sets than this. Wonder if I have extra ocean hued. No, but this will still be a better piece. Do I really only have a Borashaka's glow? Where is... Borashaka's glow? Oh, oops. I did the wrong thing. Do this. Okay, cool. Definitely not that. I think she scales off of HP, so I guess the new bow would work on her. I don't think I'm gonna be fighting anything huge with these characters in particular, because I'm sure it'll ask me. Or at least on this stream. But I just want to run around as characters that are actually from Mondstadt. The church bells. Wow, it even gave me a way up. I know that a long time ago, I wanted to do a cosplay of Racer. I think I would still be down for it. I really like his coat. No clue how he got it, considering his backstory and everything, but it's fine. There he is! My boy! Oh, Celestia in the background. That's ominous. I don't like that. I thought it might be Dahlia, but I was... yeah. This makes sense, too. So you called us here so we could meet with Venti? I think he sounds even more like a girl in Japanese now that I think about it. And I mean, if he's a vampire that's lived for a really long time, I'm sure he would have figured it out eventually. He'd also be a good person to tell, if so. Of course, Venti picks the person that's like literally will eat popcorn in the face of drama.
Yep.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do. Surprisingly Archon-like of you.
僕はレインドットとアリスさんがアルベドをモンドに送った時からそのことを知ってたよ。そんな人物が訪れるとなれば、モンドの関係者たちは気を緩められないでしょ。白亜の申し子、完璧なホムンクルス。今回の事件に登場する数々の謎が、どれもアルベドを指し示している。アルベドの正体は急所になるだろうね。
ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い、他者を傷つける狂気的な行動に走る。そういう展開の小説もあるし、そう考える人が出てきても不思議じゃないでしょう。
そういえば昔アルベドが言ってたな。人間は超越と奇跡を
人間は
だけでなく平凡への追求も必要だって。
自分と違うものは皆異類。非常に普遍的な反応ですね。
君の友達を助けてあげないとね。
What do we know about the situation, Venti?
僕かい？アルベドがホムンクルスであることも、最近モンド上では
Even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
知っているよ。それからウィンドブルーム祭が友人と共にお酒や歌を楽しめる素敵なお祭りだってこともね。
街で起きてることも知ってるのか。実はオイラたちもモンドに戻ってすぐ遭遇したんだ。
You share your observations with Venti and Dahlia.
それについては私も一部気づいていました。マイルズはずっと元気がないし、ベアトリーチェも落ち着かない様子で、どんながリリュックさんにもう興味を示さなくなった。
He's like, the drama.
賛美される愛は消え、渓谷に残るは災いのみ。核も過酷な運命を誰が受け入れられよう。救いの勇士はまだ現れないのか。
Thank you, Venti.
どういう意味だ？
君たちの疑問に答えているんだよ。バルバトスに言わせれば、今回の物語は訪れるべくして訪れた
That's what
試練の
Barbados would say. Bro, literally everyone here knows that you're Barbados. Why you gotta say it like that?
いつかは誰か
Yeah.
が
I'll
壁を
never
乗り越
forget
える
that
方
time
法を見つけなきゃならな
he
い。
had us go into the church with him.
運命の前で
And he
は
just straight up said
七
to
姿
that
勢でさ
nun
え神戸を垂れることになる。
that he was Barbados. That was like one of the first times we met him.
That was
When he
so
went into
funny.
line. And I'm just like, dude, you are not subtle.
But he
course
knew
you
she
said
wouldn't
that.
believe him. He knew.
No,
He knew she
no,
wouldn't.
you're right. He knew.
She's like, how dare you? Blasphemy that a drunkard would declare himself as Barbados. It's like, little do you know, woman. Little do you know.
はあ。でも一体誰があの親愛なる友人を助けられるんだろうか。万が一アルベドに何かあって不慮の事態に見舞われてしまえば、モンドも大変なことになってしまう。
結局のところオイラたちに手伝ってほしくて呼んだんだろ。
There's the hee hee.
かどうかは関係なしに、モンドを守るのが
ってなんだよ。
でしょ。でも君を一人で働かせるつもりはないよ。ちょっとした贈り物を用意したんだ。それがこれさ。
またボンボン爆弾だぞ。
安心して、新刊は抜いてあるから爆発しないよ。ドド通話機からごきげんよう。
それ今は銀曜野郎が使ってたのか。
彼女とは長い付き合いだし、
I don't care.
くらいなら大丈夫さ。この発明品と僕のちょっとした細工でお互いに連絡を取り合えるようにした。必要な時はそれを使って僕を呼んで。
We'll do our best to uncover the truth.
ありがとう。 この先何があろうと、風は君と共にあるよ。
私たちもう長い付き合いですよね。
優しくずっと吹き続ける風みたいにね。
けど未だにバルバトス様の真剣な表情は見たことがない。果たして今回は拝めるんでしょうか。
まるでバルバトスが真剣にさえなれば何でもできるかのような言い方だね。
違うんですか？町の噂話とかじゃなく、私はずっとそう信じてるんですよ。
本当に？僕も気になるな。教会でバルバトス様にお祈りして返事を聞いてみたらどうだい？
The mix of sass and shade that is going back and forth here.
そうしましょうか。じゃあこうお伝えしますね。先月君に3回もお酒をおごって、その3回とも馬鹿げた話を聞かされた。全く役に立たなかったとは言えないけど、どこが役に立つのかと聞かれたら。
ああバルバトスのことはいいからまたおごってよね。
もちろんウェンティは私の親友ですから。
Okay, the thing that Dahlia said at the beginning of that, though, about I guess we're old friends at this point, too. Considering how long Venti has probably known Alice, I'm assuming that means Dahlia's pretty old.
Maybe.
At least quite a bit older than what he looks. Yeah, yes! That's so true! Whee! Oh, am I not in special story mode? You threw me out.
君たちが驚くのもわかるが、確かな証拠が揃っている。アルベドはかなり不利な状況だ。
しかしアルベドがそんなことするとは思えません。生きてる人間を錬金術の材料にするだなんて小説の中にしかない話でしょう。
私の立場上、どちらの肩も持つべきではないのは分かっているわ。でもアルベドとは一緒に仕事をしたことがある。彼は
私こそ誰よりもこの結果を信じがたい。だがアルベドのことをファルカ大団長は特別だと言っていた。おそらくまだ私たちの知らないことがあるのだろう。まずはアルベドに話を聞いてみよう。皆すまないがしばらく下がってもらえるか。この後話したい人がいる。
ジー
団長！旅人パイモン、ちょうどいいところに来てくれた。ガイアが君たちを探していたんだ。
裁判が終わった後にジンが言ってただろう。判決に異議がある場合、一定期間内であれば申し立てができるって。あいつの様子が少し妙なんだ。あの表情がどういう意味なのか俺にはわからなかったが、いずれにせよお前にも調査を進めてもらえればと思ってな。
Investigating the case?
そうだ。今はお前たちにも動いてもらう必要がある。
Do you want us to join the join the joint investigation? That's a sentence.
いや、お前は自由に動いてもらって構わない。俺は俺でやるべきことを続ける。もしあいつを助けられる証拠を見つけたら俺に渡してくれ。
今はウィンドブルーム祭だから君に依頼するのははばかられるが、しかしアルベドは私たちと一緒に戦った仲間だ。誰も彼を見捨てたくない。
I'll look into the case on my own.
私たちは皆君のことを信頼しているし、真相も見つけ出してくれると信じている。
でも、もしあの裁判で言われてたことが全部
もし本当だったとしても、君の判断は大切なものだ。おそらく第2審が行われるだろう。それまで騎士団2階のアルベドの執務室を君に開放しよう。頼んだ。
I want to go to the places where the bodies were buried.
よろしく頼む。
That's a cute tea set. Very random, but yeah, it is.
It is cute.
Upstairs! Wow!
ガイア隊長、どうされましたか？
この二人はジンの依頼を受けてアルベドの執務室を調査することになった。
I probably should have sneezed away from the mic, but for some reason I turned to the same direction as it. Not right at it, but same direction.
そうですか。ジン団長が許可したのなら、どうぞ。
ここがアルベドの執務室か。初めて見たな。確かにあいつらしい部屋だ。
二人とも頼んだぞ。俺は他の用事があるからこれで失礼する。
お互い頑張ろうな。
Potions everywhere!
よし。
Ooh. Point and click adventure game! There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
錬金術師の本ってどれも奥が深そうだな。しか
Oh, okay, I see. Investigate the lockbox on the desk. Lockbox sits on the desk. The latch bears signs of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within. The box likely remained locked most of the time. But now the lid remains wide open, as if the owner was forced to leave in a hurry and didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps the letter intercepted by the investigators was once stored here, but remaining contents shouldn't hold much weight as conclusive evidence. The remaining contents. Oh my goodness, I can't read. But you still get a strange feeling after reviewing them. In elegant penmanship, the letter reads, "In addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion, the materials and arcane formation required for human transmutation. The formations in these records likely originate from the Conrian art of chemia, but relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time." Sorry about that. My mom got home from the store and showed me some stuff that she bought.
Oh, nice.
Might finally have blackout curtains for my room. I really wish I could take the blinds down. I actually hate the blinds with a passion, but apparently I can't. But it's fine. Anyway, but relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time, so I cannot guarantee there are no errors or omissions. As thanks for your past assistance, I have enclosed the records with this letter. But that does not mean I support your pursuit of this research. Ethics aside, I'm not convinced it's even possible to create a human whose existence is identical to our own. The idea that the dynamic of a creator and creation could exist within the same species is cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The signature belongs to an unfamiliar name, one that also appears on an alchemy book nearby. You skim the preface and learn that the author is an old and accomplished alchemist. The person is likely a friend from Albedo's academic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research. I'm almost curious if maybe what he was actually trying to figure out was a way to make himself human, since he's not currently. But it doesn't look good, but this letter can't directly prove that Albedo did anything. Besides, a technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought up during the trial. Investigate the test tube. There is a test tube on the shelf with some black powder residue at the bottom. No, there's not. Next to it lies a neatly written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil, but the current available materials are still insufficient to construct a stable structure. Research notes. Albedo's notes lie on the table. They resemble the ones you've seen before, but the contents are different this time. As always, the penmanship is impeccable, careful and neat, with a certain elegance in its uniformity, much like the man himself. One of the notes reads, "Putrefaction should be regarded as a counter-simulation to the process of life, like a highly efficient and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay within an extremely short period of time, turning into dust that is nearly invisible to the naked eye before dissipating into the air." Well, that's not helpful, sir. Investigate underneath the book? Hold up. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Investigate underneath the desk. The space-ka. There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the project. I must take advantage of this opportunity. The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. Lovely. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of this joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in the last location, or at the very least, what remains of one.
Let's go dig up a body.
Dodo, dodo, dodoko.
順調ではあるけど、アルベドの容疑をさらに深める証拠がたくさん出てきちゃって。
そっか。つまり彼は自分に不利な研究記録を残していたってことかな。確かに良くない状況だね。アルベドは黄金レインドットが作り出した子。このことがまだ公になってないからいいけど、もし広まればレインドットの後継者だと言われるだろう。レインドットはその錬金術からしても倫理観からしても狂っている。たとえアルベドの正体を知っているものであっても、これらの証拠を見れば動揺してしまうだろう。
I can never tell when the Japanese lines are about to end.
Yeah.
I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the notes also sounded like him. I don't know, but I want to.
そうだぞ。あいつはオイラたちの友達なんだ。友達を疑ったりしないぞ。もし全部本当だったら、アルベドの動機は何なんだ？あいつなりの理由があるんだよな。きっと言えない事情があるってだけだろ。
何はともあれ、公平に調査をするって約束した以上、調査結果も事実に即して出すべきだよ。
Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him?
客観的に真実と向き合うこともまた役に立つはずさ。君が感じたことを正直に報告するんだ。君は第三者的な立場、何も気負わなくていい。
そうかもしれないけど。よし、行こうぜ。神団長に報告しよう。うわ、お前、マイルズだよな。
Sir,
どうしてそんなところにいるんだ？
what are you doing?
すみません。ドアの向こうから物音が聞こえたので、誰かいるのか中に入って確かめようかと。
オイラたちは
I'm sure he's just
調査してたんだ。
being normal. Nothing
そうでしたか。
suspicious.
邪魔をしてしまい申し訳ありません。
ちょっと待った。オイラたちのさっきの話、聞いてないよな。
正直よく聞こえませんでしたし、意味もあまり。
That's not that comforting, sir.
じゃあ聞かなかったことにしてくれ。頼む。
ええ、承知しました。
調べてた時に見つけたあの地図、やっぱ気になるよな。その場所に行ってみようぜ。
You know what I just realized? I don't have to put official in there. I could put Bennett in there. And Bennett actually will significantly help this team actually function, I think. I wish I had worked on this back when I initially had the idea to work on this team again, because that would be helpful right about now. Luckily, my Bennett's level 90. Are any of them ascendable? No, they're not. Well. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. It is very dark on this mountain. I cannot see. Oh, hello. I guess we're gonna test if I can actually function. Oh, oh we love that. Oh no! The amount of damage being done is, What? There's a chest there? You're actually kidding. That's upsetting considering how long I've been trying to find the last chests in this area. I bet it's gonna do more freaking damage. Oh, look at that C6! There we go. Can I have your stuff? Cool. Actually wild that there was a chest there. I wonder if my percentage went up. It did, I think. No. I can't remember if I was at 97 or 98. I think I was at 98 already. What this? Oh, I need the... Jeez. I need the rock. Hey, stop. I don't think I can function with this team. What spear is she using? Oh, needle? Crescent pike. Never mind. Can't equip during combat. Of course I can't. Oh, I'm stuck now. That's great. Ah! Luckily, Diana's shield is cryo, so...
Yeah, that should help.
Is... Who was Razor again? Silver?
I don't remember.
I think it was Silver.
I'll look it up.
Like, let's see. Let's play some lines really quick. It is. It is, definitely. This is the... What? I'm about to start freezing. My butt. I've never been in here before.
They don't have the same name.
Really? Silver? I think Silver's someone in this, though.
I'll look. I'll search his voice actor's name in Genshin.
Okay. It really sounds like him, though. If no, oh, it's a Dia. I think it might be a Dia then, if it's not Silver. Is this above me?
Yeah, it's Evia. Yeah.
Okay. That works too.
He just probably doesn't sound as
Well, no, if you listen to it, it sounds like... I was thinking it sounded like Silver when he was, like, sleep talking, but that's... yeah. Because Silver sounds like a Dia when he talks like that.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, like, the way... Like, that's how Evia normally sounds, but then when he goes, like, all eccentric and...
Oh, yeah.
His crazier voices, then I was like, I doubt Razor probably...
Crazy, I'm back and you're still alive. I mean, I have been live for less than 2 hours, Ocean, so I'm also very slow at quests, so I'm confused. Is it supposed to be above me? Because there's nothing here. Unless it's... Do I have to use elemental sight, maybe?
I wonder if it's above you.
I think so, but usually it would say, like, oh, you're too low. Sir? When did you get there? Oh, dang it. I was gonna say, I don't think I can beat this guy with this team, but... I don't know, I got bored, so I came back. Well, I appreciate that I am entertaining enough to satiate your boredom. That's a chest! Did that go to 99? No! I hate this region so much! This region is the bane of my existence. Truly. Well, let's see if I can climb this, I guess. Perfect time for an ad break. Nothing's happening. So I need it to get me back to a dialogue because my carpal tunnel has been very angry today and having to move around with the keyboard really hurts. The body! Carefully examine the ground. Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty, and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this? Or some monster? I think I'm on Twitch's hit list. Did I ever tell you about the time I got auto-modded for talking about the Beatles? For some reason, talking about John Lennon warrants the mod for the mods to see if I'm talking about communism or something. That's crazy. I mean, I guess not John Lennon, but there's someone else with a similar name that I do think is connected to controversial political stuff. So might have been that. But that's whack. If one person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? You return to the Knights of Favonius, doubts swirling in your mind. I remember me and a coworker talking about communism at work. That was a conversation. Yeah. It does often become an either interesting and like educational conversation or a very heated one for some reason. You tell Jean about your findings from Albedo's office.
そうか。わかった。いずれにせよ、二人の協力に感謝する。
Did Albedo submit an appeal?
ああ。第二審を行うよう要求されたよ。それに、私も事件に残された謎を明らかにしたい。死者が誰なのか、遺体はどうやって消えたのかとかね。 遺体を埋めたとされる場所に残っていた歯と骨はすでに検査に持っていったよ。だから死者の素性も見えてくるはずだ。
What kind of forensic stuff do you have? It was definitely educational. It didn't become heated at all. He was too drugged out of his mind, as most gas station workers are. Goodness.
どうしたんだ？
もし死者がモンドの人であった場合、住民たちは行方不明者の存在に気づき、不安を募らせていくだろう。そうなれば、第二審は公開裁判と
He kiss me, huh? What? Nah, she's too busy kissing D-Luke.
それはアルベドにとってかなり不利な状況になることを意味する。
What do you mean, no? It's a great ship. It's one of the only ships I like. Genie 2 times.
They're great together.
その時はまた出席してほしい。
おう、わかったぞ。じゃあ、またその日に。お前もそんなに落ち込むなよ。
ああ、気を使わせてすまない。責任を全うできるよう全力を尽くそう。
No! I thought what we had was fictional.
Hey,
why is this man spying on every conversation that we have? Detain him. That's fine as long as my love of Beto isn't taken all in. You may want to consult the fandom on that one. Wait until 2 days later. Feel like I could spend some of that time maybe leveling some of these guys. Let's see what y'all need. Oh! Well. Who's the farthest from? Okay, Rosaria. Gonna fight the Cryo Reg is fine. Only I can have the alcoholic pirate lady. Here, I'm gonna go, hold on. We're gonna swap off the Mondstadt characters real quick. Why did I know the exact bar that this team was on? I'm not obsessed. It's fine. Your edge is fine. It's dead. How many times do I have to do that? Let's see. Where's... Oh, one more time. Go back! Come hither. I'm so glad they made it so that you can respawn them.
I am glad they changed that too.
Gosh, I love Lenny. The damage. It's so good. Back when I was into Genshin, when I got to Inazuma and met Toma, I said if anything bad happens, I'm taking out the Archon. Turns out the Archon was doing it, so win-win. No, it only gave me 2. That's so rude. I probably need it for Diona as well. Let me check. I should probably put them on favorites so that I can find them easier. I didn't even check the thing I was supposed to check. Yeah, okay. I have to do this a few more times. I was reading the chat because I wasn't sure if that was the same message I had seen before.
What's up, baby?
I'm so glad that I started working on Toma because it makes this team so much more fun. Hey, wake up. I would like to, that was a bad idea. Nuh-uh! I missed. Look at me. I missed again. Ah!
How can you miss? It's so big.
I can't aim! That's because I'm aiming for the specific point. Welcome to Genshin. We have Cat Child Bartender, Wind Samurai with PSD, Literal Playable Gods, and Fire Mummy. Fire Mummy is best. There's a lot of great characters in this game. I'm actually... I'm working on a list, so there's a type of video I see a lot of, like, oh, things I like in character design or tropes that I like with art, stuff like that, and I started making my own list. And when I got to the writing part, it was very funny to me. Because I was like, dude, I really just like dad characters and characters who are incredibly powerful beings, but also just kind of chilling. Wanna see me miss? Wanna see me miss again? Yes. Come on, give me one of the ults. One of them, just one. Cool. That should be enough to do both of them. Kind of chilling. Is your video gonna be white-haired dragon? Dude, no, I actually... I should read off what I have the list at right now, because it's so funny. White hair is one of the first 3 things on it, for sure. But here. Okay, character design likes. Base character traits, and there's a lot. Strong shape language in the body type. Short hair on girls, long hair on guys. Unique haircuts like the mullet, jellyfish, etc. White hair. Freckles, especially if colorful. Fangies, including the flesh fang sometimes. Fight me. Unique eyebrows like feathered, cut, dog or cat brows, which by that I mean like just a dot or like really short eyebrows. When eye shape is unique, not just in the shape of the top eyelid, such as droopy eyes or downward slanted eyes, wide set eyes, etc. Unique shapes or symbols for iris or pupil. Lots of shinies on the eyes, cheeks, lips, etc. Bottom lid eyelashes, pointy ears, dragons, and dragon people. Fantastical disfigurements like flowers or scales growing out of their skin, and are made out of crystal, skin gradients, etc. Alongside skin gradients, abnormal skin pigmentation in general, like vitiligo or albinism. Color palettes that aren't afraid of neutral or heavily subdued colors. I love brown. It says in parentheses. And then clothing and accessories, alternating fittedness, shorts with long sleeves or pants with tank top, even baggy pants with a tight top or tight pants with a baggy top. Flowing fabrics paired with tight-fitting clothes, crop tops, not just base shirt but any layer, thigh highs and long fingerless gloves, gloves in general, dangly earrings, preferably asymmetrical, hair ornamentation from cute clips to bows to crowns to ribbons and beads being braided in. Asymmetry in general, thanks for that, Hoyoverse. Suits, turtlenecks and trench coats, but together. Coats worn incorrectly, arms not in the sleeves, or collar sliding off the shoulders, even tied around the waist. And then in character writing, super powerful being, but just chillin', dads. Literally just dads. Doberman man, looks intimidating, maybe because wary or emotionally reserved, but the cold melts as you get to know them. And teasable, usually sassy or bratty characters who need to get off some sort of high horse. I've been very much enjoying adding to this list. Arms not in sleeves is a vibe. It is. It truly is. quite a few of my favorite characters and things do not wear coats correctly. And I've realized only in the last like year that that's a thing. I've known that I've liked white hair for a really long time, but the other ones were very funny to me. I feel like Dots would enjoy a character with a tank top that says I flex and the sleeves fell off. I would. You right about that. Very, very right about that. Alright, cool. I'm able to ascend both of them. What about talent? Dang. I like the sound effect. It's very nice. No, I used all the things. It's fine. Hers is at 7, so she's fine where she is. What about Razor? Forgot I can sort by. Ah, yes, I forgot. Do I really? Wow, I only have MC4. I'd wear that. Do it. Regardless of actual, like, arm beef, just wear it. Because it would be incredibly funny for a really scrawny character to wear that. Like, now that I'm thinking about it. I could see Linny wearing that, not gonna lie. Arm beef. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Can I level the Crescent Pike? No, I cannot. I could give her... Oh, there. I also can't refine that more. Where is boy? Razor. Oh, okay, I see. You can actually toggle multiple. I didn't realize. Can I... Oh, these are both level 20, so now. Yeah, I think he's fine with that. Okay, that team should be a little bit better now. And we gotta go back to Mondstadt and still wait for 2 days later. I want to see Jean wear that. She probably could pull that off. Not entirely sure if it's still technically 2 days I have to wait since I was fighting that thing for a bit, but... Okay, yeah, I still have to wait another day. Listen, the only type of characters I like are strong women, but I don't mean like just strong personality. Like if they're shredded in the muscle department, oh my goodness, I'm instantly simping. You and Daniel both. You and Daniel both. The muscle mommies. And I totally get it. I also like that type of character. Not in the like simping way that you guys would. But because as much as people don't believe me, I'm not attracted to women. But I can say that women are hot without being attracted to them. So, it's a win-win.
Hey, I liked, again, not attracted to women, but I liked playing Beto a lot in the game. She was my DPS character, essentially, in the game. Jean was my healer.
Yeah, I say some men are hot, but it's just facts. Yeah, no, there's a difference between understanding that someone is attractive and being attracted to them, and I think so many people get that confused. Some to the point where they end up considering themselves bi. Because I've literally met people who are like, oh yeah, I'm bi. And I'm like, okay, so you would date someone of the same gender as you? And they're like, no. I'm like, that's not the same thing. Like, it's not... It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Ready. Also, I'm not sure what point I'm technically at, Callie. Before the point that you said would be good to
No,
stop.
you're still fine. But
Okay.
you may want to just kind of find a. You're still good. You can do the.
Yeah.
the
I mean, I
scene.
could complete the trial and then maybe cut it
Yeah.
there and finish tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, we now... why am I reading this? She just spoke.
裁判の人員は変わらず、セピロス教会の女祭ダリア氏が裁判員を務める。検察代表ヘルター、弁護人ガイア。本件の被告人はセピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
Us men believe Ryan Reynolds is hot, but that's just a typical time. Yeah. That one's definitely common. I think most men agree that Henry Cavill is also incredibly attractive. There's just those people, you know?
合同調査チームに何か新しい発見はあっただろうか。
はい。証人が目撃現場から持ち帰った。
He's built like a dad. He's just built in general.
これは間違いなく人間のものだと分かりました。また、調査チームがモンドの人々の状況を調べたところ、何人かが長いこと失踪していることが判明。歯と骨からは死者の年齢や性別などを特定できます。興味深いことに、最近行方不明となったモンド人の中にまさにその特徴と一致する者がいました。医務部門は多忙なため、検査結果はセピロス教会のロサリアさんが届けてくれました。
被害者の名前はハンスマン、職業狩人、男性46歳独身。親族がいないため通報する人もいなかった。前回、それに医務部門の診療記録によれば、この人は3年前、ある機械によって大腿骨を怪我しているようね。リルックさんが見つけた大腿骨にもその跡があった。よってアルベドさんが埋めた死体の一つはハンスマンで間違いない。その異様な白骨速度はおそらく何らかの専門技術と関係があるとのことよ。
その技術が錬金術であると考えるのは妥当そうでしょうか。
ええ、そうね。魔法か錬金術か、そのどちらも可能性がある。
証人の発言に感謝いたします。
これで少なくとも一人の身元が判明しましたね。でも被告人の動機は何でしょうか。
Oh my goodness.
被告人の手紙の内容を踏まえると、あえて親族も配偶者もいない人を選んで錬金術の実験対象にしたと考えられます。研究のためにモンドの住民に手をかけるとは実に卑劣極まりない。それと証人はもう一人います。ドンナさん、こちらへ。
まずい。
あ、どんなってあの花屋のか？今さら出てきてごめんなさい。実はアルベドさんが死体を埋めているのをディルック様が目撃して、
I love that Kaya has the gurgler.
私もそこにいたんです。あの日、友達とキャンプに行ってて、夜は山で休んでいました。ただ全然眠れなくて、夜中私ディルック様とちょっとでもお話できないかなと思って。
Ah, that's why she lost interest in D-Luke. She started associating him with the trauma of watching someone bury a body.
You're not good enough for him, Donna. Give up on him.
Wow.
その場を離れてからも毎日恐怖
After what Ocean said earlier.
That
I'm
was
just
so
gonna
aggressive. That was so aggressive.
彼と話をしようとしなければこんな怖いことにはならなかったと。
Poor Donna. We're all being mean to her.
I know. Poor girl's traumatized. Also, we're all. Excuse you. I have not been mean to her.
Sorry, I meant Kaya.
You know, he was rude.
ただ今日はヘルターさんに説得されて
But you know, she just needs to face reality.
Well, where's her friend that was camping with her, too?
なるほど。
ドンナさん、君が立ち上がったその勇気は褒められるべきものだ。
Now she's gonna have a crush on him again because he complimented her.
You're too nice, D-Luke.
Wow. It's not his fault if she catches feelings. That's just who he is.
二人の証言もあるし、間違いありませんね。となると、残る問題は遺体をどうやって消したか。
私はやはり手紙に書かれていた錬金術と関係があると思います。被告人はモンドで指折りの錬金術師。それを実行に移せる能力は十分にあります。
その点について、とある特別調査員が関連情報を掴んでくれた。
This is such a Phoenix Wright story. Oh my gosh, for love of Paimon didn't send her to the oubliette. The evidence we found in... Sorry, I just started thinking about that one... I just started thinking about that one Phoenix Wright meme, the animated one, and one of the lines was going through my head as I was about to start talking. And I was like, wait, I need to reset my brain before I say something from that animation. The evidence we found in Albedo's office.
これらは被告人のアルベドが使っていた騎士団2階の執務室から見つかったものだ。その中でも最も重要なのがこの地図。
The maps.
この地図は被告人のメモと一緒に見つかった。
Not a clown, Gene. You're the entire.
被告人の手紙の内容
What?
犯行現場と一致している。
She doesn't want Albedo to be bad. She's just presiding over this case. Doing what she gotta do.
この地図はお前のものなのか?
I mean, to be completely fair, the evidence thus far is very much pointing to Albedo having done something, but the fact that we know that there's 3 Albedos, should probably be brought up, not gonna lie.
この印も君が書いたものか?
そうだ。
それを認めることで、お前による犯行であることがより確固たるもの。ないしは
That was the word I was looking for, insurmountable.
それは分かっているな。
I'm not entirely paying attention to this because I feel like he'll be deemed innocent anyway. I really don't know about that. This quest, yeah, considering what Albedo is and who created him, I think it's entirely possible he did actually do it, but that in the state of mind he's in right now, he doesn't remember it. Particularly because years ago, like actual years ago, he told us that if he ever became a danger to Mondstadt, that he wanted us to stop him. So, Fredo was created to be the best Italian sauce. Oh my gosh. Oh, sucrose.
僕も自分のために 少しは弁解させてもらおう。
ここまで証拠が揃っているのに認めないのですか？
前にも言ったと思うけど、もう一度言おう。僕は一度も人を殺したことがない。
まだそんなセリフが言えるとは。
ヘルターさん、客観的に見れば君の推理は緻密で説得力もある。だけどこのまま罪を認めるつもりはない。
言い訳をやめる気はないと。
無実の者が身の潔白を証明するためにあらゆる手段を尽くすのは言い訳と言えない。それに僕は今ただ機を待っているだけだ。
どれだけ待っても犯行の事実が消えるとは思えませんけどね。
いや、待つこともある種の手段だと僕は信じたい。真相がおのずと浮かぶには誰かが降り積もった雪を払いのけないといけないこともある。
Albedo seems serious, but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine. Which reminds me, one of the locations marked on the map we found was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Yeah, we went there, Lumine. What?
このメモを見つけたのは君だね、旅人。地図にある3つ目の印の地点にもきっともう行ったんだろう？
Yes.
その場所の様子を教えてもらえるか？
You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found at Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
その説明を聞いた感じ、きっとそこにも遺体があったんでしょうね。
I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? The third marked location.
Oh! Lumine voice!
Bertha 100% reads FNAF fanfics.
パイモンと一緒に3つ目の場所を観察すると、積もった雪の下に死体を隠せるほどの大きな穴があった。でも穴の中には死体はおろか何も入ってなかった。2つ目の印はドラゴンスパインと暁ワイナリーの中間地点にある。ディルックさんはアルベドが成人男性の死体を埋めるのを目撃した。ディルックさんが証言したアルベドの行動はベアトリーチが証言したものとほぼ一致してる。そしてディルックさんは遺体を埋めた場所から人の骨と歯を見つけた。またドンナとディルックさんはアルベドに何か恨みがあるわけじゃなさそうだ。そしてドンナの異変は裁判の改定前から始まっていた。一つ目の印はモンド城の近くの茂みには片方だけの靴と小さ検査の結果、現場で発見された遺骨はモンド人のものだと分かった。そして証言によればアルベドが最後にそれに触った人物みたい。錬金術で死体を腐敗させたけど骨だけがわずかに残ってしまった。いや、3つの場所はいずれもアルベドの隠していた地図にすでに分かっている情報からすると、これらの場所は死体の遺棄に使われた可能性が高い。ただ3つ目の穴の周りには爪で引っかいたような痕跡があった。1つ目、雪山には獣や魔物がいる。もしかしてそういった存在が埋まっていたものを掘り出した。しかもその痕跡は最近のものではなさそうだった。つまり3つ目の穴ができたのは他の2つの穴
The thing climbed out. It's a monster running around somewhere.
2つの穴とは違う時期に残されたものだとしたら、は 犯行時期も違うってこと？友達のアルベドは錬金術師であり、けど実際はそれだけじゃない。白亜の申し子、五大罪人のうちのアルベドは穏やかで頭脳明晰、知識が豊富で人当たり、それに彼は物事を隙なく進められる人でもある。今のところアルベドは人に対して敵意を見せてないし、これといった異常も見られない。とにかく友達として彼がホムンクルスであることは。ドラゴンスパインは年中雪に覆われていて、気温も非常に低い。それ、雪山の奥深くには奇妙な生命、魔竜ルリンの残骸がある。そういえばこれまでドラゴンスパインでは変わったことがたくさん。
You think?
確か雪山にはアルベドと顔がそっくりな存在がいた。あの時あった、そっくり。
Yeah. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now.
Oh!
She speaks!
私自身も疑問が残ってるの。前回の裁判で言及された2つの事件で、被告人は死体を消した後、錬金術で地面を元通りにしたってされてる。けど、雪山で見つけた3つ目の場所はそうじゃなかった。穴が掘られた時の土はそのまま周囲に盛られてて、何かを掘り起こしたようにも見えた。もし犯人が同一人物なら、どうして他の2つのように隠蔽しなかったのかな。
Because no one goes up on Dragon's Mind, but...
それと3つ目の場所にあった痕跡を見ると最近できたものじゃなさそうだった。つまりこの2つの点が解き明かされない限り、今回の事件にはまだ疑問が残るよね。真実を全て解明した上で公正な判決を下すべきだと思う。
君なら気づくと思っていたよ。
確かに疑問は残りますが、これだけは断言できます。その場所を指し示す証拠は地図以外に見つかっておらず、それの持ち主は被告人であるということ。
But there's also no evidence to suggest that he was the only one who knew about it.
この点だけでも被告人の嫌疑は誰よりも強いと言えるでしょう。アルベドさん、まさかこの後に及んで地図を書いたのは自分じゃないとか主張されませんよね。
旅人の疑問には僕から答えよう。もし無罪を主張したいのなら、ヘルターさんの言う通り、地図を書いたのは自分じゃないと言うべきだろう。でも残念ながら、地図の印は僕が書いたものだ。3つの場所に何かを隠したのも事実だよ。
Did he make fake bodies?
死体の数は3つで間違いない。そしてドラゴンスパイン
You said you didn't kill anyone!
そのうちの1つを処理して埋葬した。
Oh, you killed Suspedo and buried him there and then he crawled out because he's a freak.
やはりあなたの仕業だったんですね。皆さん、今の自白を聞きましたか？
いや、まだ話は終わってないよ、ヘルターさん。僕がかなり前に、僕は雪山である存在に出会ったんだ。理由は不明だけど、それは人里離れた雪山で僕を殺そうとしてきた。その殺意は本物だったよ。戦いの末に僕はそいつを殺して雪山に埋めた。
その件に関しては、私とアンバー、旅人、パイモン、それから冒険者協会のベネットも一緒。
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I couldn't tell at first if he was implying she was the one, but then he said his, so then I was quiet.
当時、冒険者協会主催の訓練が雪山で行われていたの。
It's wild to me that that is not a permanent event, and yet this.
もしアルベドに乗っている相手が山の中腹で遭遇したものじゃない場合、その戦いはきっと私たちが下山した後に起こったんでしょうね。
一つ目と二つ目もあなたがやったんですよね。
No, it doesn't. It does not prove that he is guilty on all counts just because he was defending himself with others as witness a long time ago and buried the body, and now that body is gone. Like, it crawled out. For sure crawled out of the hole. Because there were claw marks. I know you don't know that, but even with the information you have, it's not... It's not murder! He was defending himself! I really, 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 really hate when people use the word murder in a case where it was either self-defense or the person that was killed was not innocent. Because the definition of murder, like the true definition of murder, is the killing of an innocent individual. Like, it's yeah.
ヘルターさん、どうしてそう結論を急ぐんだい？この件について。
But people always use murder as a buzzword. Even when it's not technically murder.
雪山で僕を襲った相手は淡い金髪と青い瞳を持ち、身長は僕と大差なくこの服と同じものを着ていた。
ほう、つまりアルベドとウリ二つってことか？
ウリ二つ？
So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
同じ姿。でもどうして服まで同じだったんでしょう？
His plan was to kill him and take his place. Please, someone say that.
でも今議論すべきはあなたが雪山で殺人を犯したことですよね。
その通りだよ。あの日、僕は自分と同じ顔をした存在を殺した。でも、人を殺したとは一言も言っていない。
そういうことか。僕の証言を撤回する必要がありそうだ。
何ですって？
連れてきたぞ。
待って。
おい、今入ってきたやつ、ヘル
ター
じゃないか？どういうこと？
あなた誰よ？どうして私と同じ顔をしているの？こんにちは。
A calmer looking Herta.
見ての通り、セピロス騎士団の広報勤務隊長のヘルターさんだよ。
That's the one I used to turn in my stuff to. My
I forgot. She's the reputation. Piercing.
そういうことですか。先ほどの供述も
That's the one I know.
このためだったんですね。
Not this
So there's
crazy
other
person
copies of
weekend.
people. That's great. That's wonderful. I'm never gonna trust anyone in Mondstadt again.
私に矛先を変えたところで、こちらが提出した証拠は変わりませんよ。私がここに立っているのは、モンドの正義を守るためです。
静粛に。
ここ数年、僕はよく雪山に泊まりながら魔竜ドゥリンの研究をしていた。数百年前、東風の竜トワリンとの死闘に敗れたドゥリンは、風神バルバトスとトワリンによってドラゴンスパインに封印された。ドゥリンは錬金術によって作られた人工生命の中でも特別な存在だ。雪山であった僕に瓜二つのものはドゥリンの腹に捨てられた実験品で、 ホムンクルス計画の失敗作だ。
ホムンクルス？私をホムンクルスだというつもりですか？それとも入り口に立っている者こそあなたが雪山から連れてきたホムンクルス、つまり偽物だと。自分の怒っている姿を見るのはなんだか不思議ですね。私が偽物ですって？それはこちらのセリフですよ。最近大活躍みたいじゃないですか、偽物さん。陣団長、あなたなら見分けられますよね。長年あなたに付き添ってきたんですから迷うこともないでしょう。
見た目はまるっきり同じだが、話し方や表情を見るに先ほど入ってきたものの方が本物だろう。
その発言に責任を持てますか？こんな理屈が通るならアルベドさんこそ疑われるべきでしょう。ここにいる彼が本物だって証拠は？実は偽物で、その正体はただの殺人鬼かもしれません。私と共に戦ってきたセピロス騎士団の仲間なら、この体のどこに一番大きな傷跡があるか知っているはずです。
ええ、知っているわ。答えを言ってもらおうかしら。
その前に、マイルズ、あなたはどうですか？
Why are you bringing Miles into this?
僕
知らない？それとも忘れた？
Because he should know.
Wait, are all the people who've been acting weird homunculuses that have replaced the people? What? Who created
I
all of
didn't
them?
say anything earlier,
Who
so I've been kind of quiet through a lot of this quest.
Who created all of
Slip up
them?
and spoil.
Who created all of them then?
もしかしてそのせいで忘れてしまったのでしょうか。あの戦いで一番近くにいたのは
違います。僕は頭が割れそうだ。
傷跡はここです。
Oh, that's a weird shot. That was really confusing. I was like, wait, what's happening in the foreground?
顔がこわばっているね。こんな展開になるとは想定していなかったのかな。それとも騎士団の内通者からヘルターさんの左腕にある傷跡のことを教えてもらってなかったんだろうか。
アルベドさんはあなたたちのような存在について研究をしているんですよ。自分が本物だと言うなら腕を見せなさい。
慌てることはない。
This very quickly turned into a trial for her.
ルインの生命力から派生した君。いや、君たちならその能力を有しているはずだ。驚異的な生命力と自身の姿を意のままに変える能力を持つ存在。フェイスレス。
Faceless.
今ここで体を変えたら、この場にいる仲間たちにも影響を与えるからだろうか。
仲間ってマイルズのこと？
And the witnesses. Aside from D-Luke.
いや、マイルズだけじゃない。
Or maybe D-Luke. I knew he looked weird!
影響を受けた生物は互いに引き寄せ合う。面白いのは仲間の存在が同時に足かせになっているところだ。一度変化が始まれば周りの存在も影響を受ける。でも君自身はそれをコントロールできない。
腕を見せなさい。
Oh! Just Mile? Okay, so then Beatrice was real. Dang, that's a lot of people.
逃がしてはならない。必ず捕らえるんだ。 仲間たちに妨害させるな。
外からも押し寄せてきてる奴の仲間か。
行くぞお前ら。
わあ、一瞬で飛び越えてったぞ。
追いかけるぞ。
木は熟した。
総員、これより作戦開始だ。第三小隊、偽物を頼む。
やっと君たちと話せるね。ここ数日の出来事は後で詳しく説明するけど、一つ、僕は人を殺していないし、錬金術の実験で死体を利用したこともない。二つ、裁判に出席した騎士団のほとんどはこの作戦を知っていた。証人席の中にもディルックのように鋭い人は裁判が始まる前から違和感に気づいていただろう。
Wow, that's quite an involved plan.
ああ、ついてきてくれ。
Wow.
That was wild. Slimes. Uh-oh.
なんで街の中に魔物がいるんだ。
I think it's forcing me into the thing, Callie.
雪山から降りてきた魔物だ。そろそろ攻撃が始まるだろう。でもこちらも準備はしてある。ルリンの復活に備えてずっと警戒していたんだ。腐食の力の影響を受けた魔物たちがどんどん凶暴になっていくのを見て、いずれモンド城を襲うだろうと予測していた。戦いは必ず起こる。だから今回の作戦を立案したんだ。二人とも僕と一緒に行動してくれないか？各部隊。
わかった。まずはどこに行くんだ？
What a place to have to cliffhanger it, though. Oh, goodness. I assume it'll let me out. I can't pause, though. I'll have to go into the character menu to pause. Or, well, I guess I could see. Yeah. Oh, hello! Hello! You pupper! Josh the baby. Well then. Hi. I'm glad it let me out. Because I want to be able to claim my dailies, but also need to finish this quest tomorrow. That's like crazy. I was half expecting one of the spoiler things I knew about to happen in that room, but then it didn't. So I'm still excited to finally learn what in the world that was that I saw. I will not say, just in case people are watching this as their way of seeing this quest. But yeah, that was ooh. Go back up at the tower.
Petey, where's this?
I may. Sorry,
There it is.
I realized I was still still muted. I may have to pop out for now.
Oh, I'm actually ending it.
No, I know you're getting close. So
Oh, okay.
I may just have to go ahead and head out for now, but this was fun.
Yeah, thank you for joining me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find a good angle to pause at. Fine, I'll go find a seat or something. I don't know if there are. I don't think there's any benches or anything. So I guess I'll just pause it on a not particularly aesthetic angle, but it's fine. But anyway, that's been incredibly interesting so far, and I'm assuming that tomorrow it's gonna be like a major. There's a lot of major stuff happening. If I do get to stream tomorrow, I should be able to. If not, then some other time this weekend. But we shall see. I'm very curious to see how all this is going. It's interesting to find out that it was all a setup. But I suppose we'll find out more. I think there's definitely a lot to this quest. A lot more than a lot that it's already been. There's music again. Except it doesn't seem to be going through. I don't know. It's being weird. Anywho. That's really strange. Huh. Okay. Anywho. That will have to be the end of today's stream. This has been a blast. Thank you to everyone who came in and watched and chatted. It was a very fun time. I hope that you all enjoyed as much as I did, and you know, maybe even more than I did. Hopefully. But for now, I will have to call it. I hope to see you again. And in the meantime, have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. God bless, and bye bye.